Hey, welcome back everybody. It's me, Stale Joe, and we're back again with another instant ramen video. This time we got super spicy curry yakisoba. It's great. This warning text right here warns you if you are a child or someone who can't take heat too well, you should be wary of this product. Frickin' fantastic. Alrighty, welcome back everybody. We finished creating our instant noodle. I may have had a little taste of it because, you know what, when there's sauce on my finger I just gotta lick it. And oh boy, it's a pretty good indication of what's to come. It's very tingly. My lips are already numb from that little bit of hot oil that was on my fingers. So you know what, pretty excited for this one. I feel like, despite it being a Japanese product, I know I, crap on it all the time about Japanese spiciness, but this time this will be legit spicy. Well, you know what? Without further ado, let's just go win this thing. That's a lot of noodles. Oh boyo. Oh boyo. Oh. I mean, to be honest, taste is pretty good. Taste is definitely Indian curry, right? Oh man, just I don't know about you guys, but when you eat spicy stuff, you just get itchy all over the place, because I do. Ooh, I can't even talk right now. I'm just like trying to describe like the Indian curry taste, but this thing's spicy. And it's like normal, kind of like spicy Indian curry, I think, in which the spiciness is pretty bitter, but also, ooh, very strong, very dominant. I can't even think about this right now. I wanted to talk about a story of my experience at an Indian curry shop that I had recently, but ooh, it's hard to do when my sole focus is on this freaking spice, this level of flame, dude. I'm very proud of Japanese yakisoba going to this levels. This is quite impressive. Well, you know what? Let's just go right in again. Let's keep this torture up. Ooh. Who knows? This is probably gonna boost my masticating masochism. Oh boy. Alright. Before I talk about more about this curry instant noodle and this story that I had planned to talk to you guys today, I want to kind of change things up a little bit. Maybe go for a little bit of a more traditional mukbang kind of thing, where I just sit in front of the camera and eat, and you guys kind of just follow along. And I'll share some stories. We have some giggles, and this is really spicy, folks. And I thought I could just share you stuff about my life right now. So, ooh, hold up. I should have grabbed some milk or something, because this is rather intense, not gonna lie. But pretty tasty. I would say the taste is actually very similar to Indian curry. They did great there. Like, I recently went to my local curry place, Ali's Curry, in Woofda. Their curry is quite freaking spicy too, and I don't know, I feel like there's other stuff going on in the curry, because like, I went there, very normal curry shop, Very friendly Indian folks. I felt at home. I thought, you know, this is gonna be a great curry experience, and that's exactly what I got. Like, oh, I didn't quite get the spiciest thing, because I know personally I can take heat, but oh geez, Indian heat, nah. I went mild for theirs, but their curry was very interesting. And I felt like as I was eating more and more of it, my vision was getting kind of wonky. Things were going weird. Excuse the toilet paper, I ran out of tissues. Funnily, this is probably foreshadowing for something else. But like the more and more I ate their curry, I felt more and more hallucinatory. Does that make sense? I don't know. I started to see things that I didn't think quite existed. And honestly, that takes me to a rabbit hole. It was really cool. So the more and more I ate, there was this, in the corner of the room, there was an outline of this door kind of thing. An outline of some threshold. It was like outlined in red or something. I don't quite remember. My memory's a bit foggy there. I remember seeing it and I was like, huh, that looks odd. And then the more and more I ate, the more and more it became clear. And I thought, you know what? I don't even know why I thought this. I thought, let's just go through it. Let's go on an adventure. Very uncharacteristic of me. But I went through the door. And just like these long noodles, there was a long staircase just going down. And I thought, how peculiar. There's a basement? Very weird. For some reason, you think I'm trespassing store properties, right? I would stop, but you know, out of curiosity, I just kept going. Just like this instant noodle right now. I'll keep going. Let's try another bite before I continue. Ooh. You know, the more I eat, the better I'm getting. I think I can continue on now. And I just came across, I don't know, it was a very linear kind of floor layout, because every single room I went past, it's just like their only direction was going forward. It was very bizarre. Oh, I take it back. The heat's coming back. It truly comes in waves, you know. But I guess it's also because I am eating this in waves. But oh man, there are some really spectacular rooms I wanted to talk about. Like there was one very uncharacteristic of basements, but they had this like kind of like flower room and like a garden room kind of thing. You know, if you go to like a Home Depot or like some like home store, and there's always that like flower section, gardening section. Very cool stuff. Like they had a lot of exotic plants. They had freaking Venus flytraps. They had the corpse plant, which I knew not from seeing it, but I knew from the smell of it. Really crazy stuff. And I was like, what kind of place is this? And then the more I explore, I keep going forward and forward. There was one room that was basically an aquarium that held a whole bunch of aquatic stuff. Aquatic stuff, right? And they had another room that was zoo-ish, but like it kind of specialized in like exotic animals, if that makes sense. Like they had oh geez, toilet paper time. Spicy. I don't even remember. It's also foggy. Like I swear there's some stuff that like my mind is making up in there. It's like, ooh, because there was a dragon looking thing in there. I said maybe small. Ooh, flying lizard perhaps? I'm not really sure. But oh man, let's just keep going forward. We have so much noodles to cover. I think so little time to talk about it. So let's keep plowing. I just gotta adapt to the heat, man. I just gotta adapt and we will be alright. Not sure if you guys can see, my lips are radiating red. Look at that. Holy crap. It's really red right now. My eyes tearing up a little bit, not gonna lie. But you know what? Back to the story. And I was like going through all these rooms No one in sight. It was very bizarre. But eventually, spicy, man. I'm never gonna do an instant noodle. It's like this. I'm kidding. There's several out there. There's like this Peyoung. They have like a series of yakisoba that's just like this flavor, usually a spice, to the extreme, bro. Like they took Indian spice to the extreme. I know there's Japanese spice, shimi to the extreme or something like that. Japanese peppers to the extreme. They had karashi, like mustard, to the extreme, and it's like, oh, I gotta do these someday. But they hurt. They hurt, man. Oh, I don't even know where I'm at in this story. It's like how I felt like going through the place. It's just like I don't even know where I'm at, but I just keep going forward. Which is exactly what we're gonna do. Oh, think I'm getting used to it. Honestly, this spice level is pretty. If you ever had the Samyang noodles, oh, pretty similar to that in spice. I'd say maybe slightly above. Except, like, I think the Samyang noodles taste so much better. They just taste really good and they hurt, you know. This one tastes good, but it only tastes mediocre good, you know. It's just super spicy. But anyway, like the more and more I walk forward, the more exotic rooms I get. Until like I reach like the very end. There was this like final room. Very bizarre. It creeped me out a lot actually. But oh, excuse me. Let's plow forward. You know, as Dorothy would say, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Curry is great, but man, does it make me cry. But let me describe to you guys the room I was in. It looked like this giant surveillance room. Like, I don't know if you guys know what I'm gonna try to reference, but there was that one SpongeBob special episode where the Krusty Krab had like a surveillance room. It was basically like that. Very bizarre. I don't quite understand it, but several cameras. There's just a wall full of cameras, and oh man, like every room I passed through to get there, you'd be sure it was on that dang wall. And a whole bunch of other stuff too. And like, oh man. Ooh, we're almost done. Oh. Look at that, folks. Almost done. And with that, the story is almost to a finish too. And I see a whole bunch of places I don't recognize. But eventually, I start to come across some camera views where the scenery I started to recognize. And then I saw my street. I was going down the cameras and I can basically see a walkway down my... Oh god, I feel like I got some in my eye. A walkway down to my place, my apartment. And then I see... Holy cow, the spice is really kicking it up to an 11 right now. Jesus. I see my room on one of the cameras. And after that, I heard a sound. I heard a sound behind me. And then it was like 3 guys in weird hazmat looking suits. Not exactly hazmat, it wasn't yellow, it was like lime. But they were bolting towards me. And And that's all. That's the last thing I remember, or rather, that's when I woke up. I just woke up in my apartment, and I just thought, like, Jesus Christ, what a nightmare. Like, it was, I love the beginning because it was just super fantastical. I was going through and like seeing all these really crazy fantasy like rooms and miraculous rooms. And at the very end, it just got really spooky, and I don't know. You ever have those dreams where like it tricks you into thinking it's normal, and then you at the very end, it's like, oh shoot, it's a nightmare. Time to wake up. Felt like one of those kinds of things. Felt like one of those. But I don't know what was in that curry. I remember like doing some random research, and nutmeg or something is like a hallucinatory, and then I did, you know, on Google and just check it, and then I see that nutmeg could be used as an ingredient in curry, so I thought, could it be nutmeg? I have no idea. But yeah, that was my first curry experience in my local place. I just moved out recently, and that's the first place I went to, and like, wowzers, freaking wild. Like, I remember keep passing by it, and like the smell is just so intoxicating. It really lures you in. But yeah, quite an intense experience. Story really didn't have anything to do with the curry besides possibly causing the fever dream. Who knows? But I am now done with this instant noodle. There's a little bit of curry cabbage stuff left. Let's finish it. We done now. Man's not hot. But thank you all very much for watching. That was the instant noodle super curry. My camera just cut out, but that was the super spicy curry instant noodle by Peyoung. Spice level is definitely 12 out of 10. Taste 6.5. Hard to judge off of taste because it was so dang spicy and I couldn't focus. But I hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you guys next time. I would like to share more stories about my life in this new place, and I hope you all have a great day. Stale Joe is out.